Okay, today we're doing 2-1, basic functions and their graphs, day 3. Your learning goal is that you will be able to use a functions graph to identify the domain, range, and the intercepts. Okay, remember from the previous section, our day's domain is x, the x values, and ranges are the y's, and we're going to use interval notation to do our domain and range. So let's start with example. This is example A. I'm going to do the domain first. If you notice, with our graph, domain is left and right, so we're going from -2 to 1. So just remember, domain is left to right. All right. If you see a closed circle, that means you're going to use a bracket. And we're going from -2 to +1. Okay? And then your range is always up, or excuse me, I should say down, comma, up. Okay? So then you're going to look at the lowest to the highest. So my lowest y value is 0, and my highest value is 3. And so that's how you would write the domain and range for example 1, or A. So let's do B. Remember, it's left to right, so we're going from -3 to 2. But now -3 is not included, so you got to use open parentheses. But 2 is. And then my range is up and down. So I'm going from 1 to 2. 1 is not included, 2 is. Okay? Then we'll do C. My domain is left. So I'm going from -2 to 1. -2 has a closed dot. 1 is open. And my range, the lowest is 1. And then the highest is 5. So 1 is included and 5 is included. Okay? D. Domain, I'm going left. If you notice, there's an arrow. So that means infinity. So we have a negative infinity and we have a positive infinity. So we're going from -infinity, and we can't use brackets. And we're stopping at 4, and 4 is included. And then my range, remember, is the lowest, which is 0. And my highest, again, has that arrow. So that's infinity. So 0 to infinity. And then E. All right, so my domain goes from 1, and it goes all the way to 4. But 4 is not included. And then my range, notice like they're broken up, but I had a line on 1, on 2, and on 3. So I have to like list them. And you can't really do interval notation when it's broken up, so you just list them out 1, 2, and 3. And you can use brackets, but you have to use like commas between them. I mean, actually, we can't write it like that. You can either list them separately, or you can use brackets for each one. But you can't put them together. So I'm going to put or. And that's domain and range. Okay, we're going to use this example to find information about our graph. We're going to start with intercepts. So we're going to look for the x-intercepts. And this is where our graph touches the x-axis. If you notice, it touches in 3 places, which would be -2, 0, 3, 0, and 5, 0. And then we have the y-intercepts. And if it doesn't touch, you'll just say no x-intercept or no intercept. This one only has one y-intercept, which is 0, 3. Okay? And then if they ask you about certain values, you still want to, they may ask you to find f of 1. So that means when x is 1, what is y? So you look on your graph, y would be 4. So that answer would be 4. Okay. And you could still do domain and range. They may ask you any questions about the graph. But you shouldn't have any problems finding the x or y values. And that's it.